So here is Coach John Sansbury of the Olentangy Liberty Patriots here on Stadium Drive, week number 15, the state Final Four in Division I football.
John Sansbury is back. Olentangy Liberty Patriots are in the state Final Four once again. And Coach, I always appreciate your time, and a 21-9 win over Pickerington North to win the regional final. Jake Struck had 3 touchdowns to seeing, but Antonio Kish the game late for you guys, and congrats.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate you having me on and giving our guys some attention here. But yeah, Jake Struck, Antonio Kish, both great games. Kind of stood out, but great team win for us against a real tough Pickerington North team.
Yeah, and they were tough, especially in that second quarter. You guys went up, I think, was it 14-0, and then in that second quarter, they scored a touchdown. But then they had a blocked punt that turned into a safety, and it very well. I mean, if whoever it was that got to the football, if he had kept his fingertips on it, it could have been a touchdown, which would have tied the game, and it could have really changed the complexion of things. And I'm sure you kind of look back at that play and kind of maybe count your lucky stars, so to speak, that thank goodness that play didn't go the other way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that obviously if they score there, it's a whole different game. Second half is different, and we were very lucky to get away with a safety, I guess. And we had a breakdown on punt, and obviously we cleaned that up. Need to be more, I guess, prepared for some of the things they did. And our special teams coordinator, Coach Csanyi, has been all over our punt team this week, as he is every week, just to be ready for anything, because St. Ed's is going to have a good plan.
Yeah, without a doubt. Speaking of St. Edward's, for you guys, you're trying to reach the state Final Four for the first time. You lost in the semifinals in 16, 17, and 18, so you're just trying to get over that hump. But for St. Edward, this is they're 3-time defending state champs, and this is the 14th time that they've played in this game, the state semi right here. So obviously, not only do they have a history, but they have an expectation that they're going to be in this position each and every year, as you guys do. But they kind of had a up and down regular season. They were 5-5, but you know how champions roll. They play their best when the moments are at their brightest, and I'm sure you're really excited about this challenge this Friday.
For sure. I mean, the records don't matter anymore, right? You're in the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
They play extremely challenging schedule. They play teams
right.
out of state and all that. So, we know exactly who we're going up against, right? That 3-time defending state champions, very good football team, offensively, defensively, and special teams. We played them before, and that's kind of their expectation to be here. But this is the type of team that I think our guys are up for the challenge to play against. It doesn't matter who it is. We're gonna come out and play hard and do the best we can. And like I was telling somebody earlier, we respect everybody, but we're not going to be afraid of anybody because of the name on their jersey and all that, but definitely respect them and prepare this week the best we could, because we know it'll be a challenge. But I like the Liberty Patriots, right? I like the team we have, and if we're playing our best, I think we can beat anybody.
Yeah, no doubt. A couple playmakers on their offense. Of course, their quarterback, which all the quarterbacks are great when you're down to 4 teams. But Thomas, I think his last name's pronounced Csanyi, 2,400 yards passing, 26 touchdowns. But he maybe is a bit mistake prone. He has 17 interceptions this season. So he might give you 1 or 2 that you might be able to get a paw on. Are you looking at that defensively on how you can maybe kind of bait him into some throws to, get guys like Antonio in positions to make interceptions again, or other guys to make plays for your defense so you get the offense back out on the field?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, good quarterback, good receivers, good running back, good offensive line. There's a lot they can do. They've had games where they're throwing for 350, and in other games where they're running for 250, and everywhere in between. So it's a well-rounded, complete offense. So yeah, we're, always first thing is, okay, we got to prevent big plays, make them drive the field, make them earn it, because these are high school kids. They're going to make mistakes. at some point, and we need to be ready to take advantage of those. But we just got to keep their playmakers kind of bottled up, tackle together, run to the football, and then maybe mix some things up, provide some pressure, kind of mix up when we give pressure and when we don't, to potentially cause some of those takeaways and take advantage of them.
And then offensively, how do you find some space to get things going? Because they have a guy in Jaden Woods at nose tackle that just eats up blocks and really creates a lot of room for guys like linebacker Nate Gregory to make some plays defensively. They've got guys on defense that just fly all over the field, but I think it really just starts up front with Jaden because he just garners so much attention from opposing offensive lines. How do you match up against him and displace him to be able to get to the second level on Gregory and then open up things in the running game, which would then in turn open up the pass as well?
Yeah, again, every defense is good now when you got 4 teams left. But, right down they got guys everywhere, but right down the middle especially. Nose guard, no linebacker, free safety. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Olentangy team we played earlier this year where all 3 of their dudes are right down the middle, which provides a lot of problems. But yeah, exactly. We got starts up front. We need all 5 of our linemen playing low, coming off the football, doing their job to establish some run games and protection for Andrew. And we got to find ways to get our guys the ball in space and where they can break a tackle and potentially lead to a big play. So they're solid. They're sound defensively. They're not going to get outnumbered. They're not going to be tricked by anything. And this will be the best defense we've played against. We played against a lot of good defenses. But yeah, that's what we've been working on all week to just get our guys the ball and give them opportunities to make plays. And then up front, just be sound to give our guys time to be able to make those plays and give some space.
Yeah. Friday, last Friday was, kind of cold as it is once you get into late November this time of year. But this Friday is probably going to be the coldest week of the year in terms of playing a football game. I think it's going to get down into the teens. How do you prepare for that? Physically it is what it is, but how do you get your guys in the right mental mindset to be able to deal with that? Because I'm sure when you're taking hits all night long and it's 14 degrees outside, it doesn't feel too good. And I think you just want to go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. It is going to be cold. We've been kind of lucky this year actually with the weather and temperature, but yeah, this will be real playoff weather. It starts, like you said, mindset, all the coaches from day one, this week, just continuing to, hey, are these Liberty conditions? Is this going to be an advantage for us or the other team? And obviously the guys say the right thing, but then, going out and we're still going out there. We're not staying inside, things like that. And guys are kind of figuring out what they need to wear and what works and what doesn't. But it's going to be an impact one way or the other, whether it's throwing the ball, catching the ball, snapping the ball, handling the hits. And, it's just going to come down to, if it really matters to us and if we care enough, then the cold won't be a negative impact on us. So it's going to be up to those guys. That's what we keep telling them, and I'm sure their coaches are saying the same thing. If you care about something, then it doesn't matter how cold it is or how much it hurts.
Right. Now maybe the coolest and most special part, second to obviously having the chance to go to the state championship for the first time, is you get to practice on Thanksgiving Day, which every team, that's what they strive for at the beginning of the year, is to be able to practice this week to go to a state championship game. What is your plan, tomorrow morning with your guys? I know a lot of schools, they'll bring in family members, although like we mentioned before we hopped on here, bringing in alumni and whatnot. Obviously, it's a special day. It's a holiday. It's Thanksgiving. What is your plan with the guys tomorrow to not only have a good day of practice, but also enjoy the day?
Yeah, we come in early because people got to travel, and we'll do our normal walkthrough like we would any other Thursday, walkthrough/jog through, but at 9 a.m. So that's obviously a little different. And we've done this in the past where we send out a little message on social media about alumni. They want to come back and just watch practice and see some of the guys. So you never know how many people are going to come. Is it going to be a dozen guys or is it going to be 50? And then something new we're starting this year, thanks to one of the moms kind of leading the charge here, is they're going to come in and eat breakfast afterwards. I don't know what's going to be there, but I'm sure some eggs and casserole and all that, and invite the alumni in. So it'll be just another opportunity for our guys to bond together, spend a little bit more time together before Friday's game. And so I'm sure it'll be fun. Hopefully we get to see some of the guys come back that have played for us over the years. So yeah, it's you don't get to do this very often. We want to do it every year, but it's a special.
Right.
We're trying to do something just a little bit more special than normal.
And afterwards, you get to stuff your face with turkeys. So,
Right.
I mean, it's
Right.
all in all a good day.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, thanks so much for your time today, Coach. Best of luck in the state Final Four against St. Edward. And hopefully we get to do this one more week in the state championship game the following week. But happy Thanksgiving, man, to you, your family, and the team. And I always appreciate your time.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys.